Hey guys, so today is Tuesday, May 27th of 2025, and we just got off of the pickleball courts, which if you guys haven't tried it yet, it is super fun, so much easier, I think, than tennis. I do love tennis because it's a challenge to me, but pickleball is super, super cool. I do have to say that. So anyways, I'm going to try and get moving. I heard this really cool thing today. I thought that this is so good. This is, if I did Twitter or X, whatever you call it now, I would totally post it on there. So go for it if you haven't heard the saying. So it says, today is the tomorrow that you were worried about yesterday. The whole point of this is to remind you that you're going to be okay. Okay? Today is the tomorrow that you were worried about yesterday. Isn't that so true? We worry about things that have never even happened, that might happen, but it may not happen. And then when we get to that day or we get to that moment of time, we're like, wow, it's not like I thought it was. That is the classical Satan lying and deceiving. He is deceiving us to make us think that it's going to be unbearable and we aren't going to be able to handle it and we can't process it, when we are fully capable of processing those things, and there is no sense in worrying about something that has even come yet. Today is the tomorrow that you were worried about yesterday. Okay, I'm going to move as quick as I can because I really do want to wrap up kind of a tips to my son for prom if he ends up going to prom. If he doesn't go to prom, totally fine. But if he ends up going, I do want to make sure I give these tips out. So I'm going to give 3 jokes today. What do you call a fish that wears a bow tie? What do you call a fish that wears a bow tie? Sophisticated. Sophisticated, right? But sophisticated. All right, the second one. Why did the 16-year-old bring a pencil to the party? Why did the 16-year-old bring a pencil to the party? Because he wanted to draw some attention. That one's cute. Okay, the next one. What's a 13-year-old's favorite type of music? What's a 13-year-old's favorite type of music? Anything with good vibes and bad Wi-Fi. Okay, whatever. Okay, moving on. Okay, so here's some kind of just some smart little tricks with the prom. If you end up going to prom, my son would be going to junior prom if he's gonna go. Ask your girlfriend, what kind of vibes does she want? Like, does she want classical, casual, or just like simply fun? Kind of ask her, like, hey, what kind of vibe are you, especially since it's her prom that you're going to. Ask her what kind of vibe she wants. And then something else you can ask her what color dress she's going to be wearing. And that way you can match your bow tie, if you're going to do a bow tie, or if you're going to do a tie or a pocket square, or you can match something, coordinate something on yourself to coordinate with her. And then I'm going to give you some tips on how to help save money on your junior prom. Ask her, just say, is she okay with skipping dinner out to save money? And maybe do something creative instead. And I'll get to some of those creative ideas here in a moment. But truly, being an excellent communicator, or even just a good communicator, is being a great date. Communication is key. Okay, thoughtful touches over the expensive ones. So thoughtful touches or thoughtful ideas is so much better than spending a bunch of money on something when there was like no personal touch involved in it. So you could consider doing a make it yourself, do it yourself corsage or boutonniere by using like silk flowers, or go to Walmart, or go to, I'm not sure what kind of stores you have there, but I know you have Walmart, and buy some silk flowers, some ribbon, and hot glue, and make your own. You can use YouTube tutorials to help you. You can also use ChatGPT. Another suggestion, write her a short handwritten note or a poem to give to her before the dance. Something personalized from you to her before the dance. And I thought this idea was kind of cute. Give her a small prom survival kit. You know, you can actually label it like that. That has gum, safety pins, like a little travel mini deodorant, even for her, etc. Just like something that is personalized to her. That, you know, like she likes certain candy or certain gum or whatever it is. Like, just personalize it. It doesn't have to be much. It could just be like this do-it-yourself little thing, and you can put it in a little Ziploc bag with a little ribbon around it or something. Or cut the Ziploc part off of the Ziploc bag and then tie a little ribbon around the bag and give to her with your personalized note or something. Okay, photos with personality is kind of a tip here. Skip, if you want to save a lot of money, for especially for something that I truly don't think is that important, is to pay for the professional photos. I believe in having some sort of pictures to help with your memories, but to have to pay the ridiculous amount of money that they charge for professional photos, I say skip it. But that's up to you guys. But a way to save some money and put some personal touches, skip the professional photographer and set up your phone on a tripod. My son Warren, he has plenty of options with doing like, you know, like vlogging stuff. I believe he has a tripod. I know at one point I think I sent him one. Or you can ask a friend to take a few shots at some sort of a scenic spot, or wherever it is that you want to take it. Sunset, on the lake, on the field, at the school, in a garden, wherever that is. Nobody needs to know that it was not taken during the actual prom date too, you know. But of course, maybe wearing the same clothes would be helpful, right? Because you do want memories of like, what was she wearing, what are you wearing, that sort of thing. You could use free apps like Canva. I'm sure you have plenty of apps to create a mini prom photo album afterwards, and then you can send it to her. You could even make it as a gift for her birthday or her Christmas present or your anniversary present. You could do like a little photo album. Okay, here's some dinner suggestions or dinner ideas that can be personalized. You could cook a dinner for her. However, I know you're going to be traveling to her, so you won't necessarily have that option. But you could, like, maybe you could get takeout and then you could do a picnic. Or you could cook at her house and then do a little picnic. You could light some candles, decorate with some lights around, maybe some fresh flowers from the grocery store, or go pick them. Not out of somebody's house, though, right? Don't go to someone's yard. Natural, I mean, you can find kind of flowers all over Washington, anything with color. You could also do a double date out of it. If she has some friends that you guys like to hang out with, a couple, you guys can make it a double date and just chill over your dinner and not making it super stressful. All right, transportation. At least on senior day, you see a lot of people doing the limo thing. You don't have to do the limo. It's especially a junior year. Clean your car. As I'm speaking to my son, or anybody, any other teenager, just clean your car inside and out. Add a playlist of her favorite songs, maybe some string lights or some sort of fun decorations inside the car. You could even go get, like, from the Goodwill or the dollar store, get like a little basket or something and put some goodies in it. Put a couple water bottles in there. Maybe some tissues, like the little pocket tissues, in case she either has a runny nose or in case she gets emotional and starts to cry. You could put some mints in there. You could put some gum in there. But I actually keep a little package in my car that has a couple snacks, a couple water bottles, so in case someone travels with me, if we're going somewhere, or at the airport, if I pick someone up from the airport, they have fresh water and they have a snack. You could do something like that, like fresh water, so a couple water bottles, some snacks, some gum, some mints, maybe her favorite candy. Like, personalize it to something she would like. Okay. Dance like you are free. Like, this is something I wish somebody would have told me. You don't have to be perfect when it comes to dancing. Just be present and move around. It's so funny because I used to, like, up until I met Hadid, because I really didn't want to dance, and he would want to dance at home with me. And I'm like, I didn't even want to dance by myself, like, not by myself, but with him, with no one watching, because I didn't feel comfortable. I was like, oh, I'm such a dork when I dance. And that is the most ridiculous thing, because dance is in itself creative. We all dance differently. So unless you're doing some sort of line dancing, everybody has different moves. And I always thought, well, I can't dance with the rhythm and I look funny. Well, funny thing is once you start dancing, even if you're not in the rhythm, which I still really don't know what that means, but once you start dancing, like, the rhythm finds you. So just dance and be present with her. You could dance silly, or you could do slow dance, or you could just laugh a lot. Laughter and smiles is so good. It's like so good for the heart, and it's like medicine. She's going to remember how you made her feel, not how you felt, because she can't feel how you feel, but she will remember how you made her feel. Definitely not how cool your moves are. Even if you were like the best dancer there, she's not going to remember that. A girl's going to remember how you made her feel. So do that and honor her and yourself in the situation. Be a gentleman. I know I taught you this. I believe that your dad even taught you this. Open doors. Open every single door. Even if you're going to the car and it's raining, like, run to her car door, open it up, wait for her. Hadid does this every single time. It doesn't matter raining or not. Like, he will go to the door with me, snowing, whatever. He'll go to the door with me, open it for me. He'll stand there and wait till I get all the way in, and then he closes it on me. Like, it is the most respectful thing. And he still does it to this day. Even when I say, you don't have to do it, he's like, I can't not do it. It's just something I've always done. So do that, especially at prom. Open her door for her, wait for her to fully get in, and then close the door. She's gonna feel like a queen. Be yourself, Warren, and any child who's listening to this. Just be yourself. Let your girlfriend know how grateful you are to be able to spend her prom with her, or whatever special night. This can be not just prom night, any special night. Let her know how grateful you are that she chose you to spend the night with her. It's a moment that you both of you will remember for years. Even if you don't end up together, married together for eternity, or not for eternity, but end up married together, she's going to remember this night, and she'll remember you. All right, some other suggestions. Okay, we talked about the mood. Let's see here. You could also, one of the things to put some thoughtful touches on it, you can also do a framed photo of you two. Again, go to the Goodwill, get like an old frame, and then print out a picture. You could probably do it on your printer or at school or the library. Print out a picture, which, by the way, I think the library gives up to like $10 of printing for free. Do a framed photo of the two of you. Put it in the car when you pick her up. Do a playlist. We talked about that. Do a playlist that you made for your prom road trip to go pick her up and all the places you'll go. Writing a letter that comes from your heart. A letter that comes from your heart will go much farther and longer than flowers. So give her a letter from your heart instead of flowers. You can, let's see here, what else here? A small prom, we talked about that. I kind of made a little list to make sure I didn't forget. Okay, sorry about that. I want to double check. Okay, here's another idea. Since I know that, Warren, you're going to be traveling to go see her at her prom, and she's quite a few I know that she's a ways away from you. She's not there in Moses Lake. Anything that's outside of Moses Lake is quite a distance. It has to be. It's kind of like Central Oregon. Instead of booking a hotel, because you're going to want to stay there. And unless you know her family and they know you, ask to stay. If you can stay at their house, like wherever they have an extra room, go ahead and stay. But like, I don't advise driving home after the prom that same night, because that's a long ways to go, and you're going to be so emotionally exhausted, physically exhausted, and you'll have all these emotions. You'll have the high of the emotions, and then it's going to kind of come down. I don't advise driving home that night. That can be very, very dangerous. So ask if you can stay with family in the area. Ask if you can stay with her family. Maybe they have a place where you can stay. Maybe she has family friends, or she knows someone who you can stay with, maybe at one of her friends' house if you can't stay at her house. Of course, if it was me, I wouldn't be okay with you guys sleeping in the same bedroom together, but maybe if you can sleep in the family room or something like that. And then bring an extra note that you can leave behind wherever you stay that thanks them, like a heartfelt note thanking them that they allowed you to stay at their place. And write that note and then leave it there for them. It's going to go a long ways for whoever you stay with by thanking them that they allowed you to stay there. And of course, don't forget to pack like a little overnight bag. So make sure you bring your shampoo, your soap, your deodorant, a comb. Warren, you have incredible hair. I doubt you need a hairdryer. But whatever the items are that you usually use after you take a shower, and a change of clothes. And you may not need to take a shower. That might be kind of weird. I don't know. But at least bring a change of clothes. Definitely deodorant, toothpaste, your toothbrush, and a change of clothes. And if you're gonna take a shower, bring your own soap and your own shampoo. Okay. But that a shower isn't necessarily like you don't have to do one. All right, what are some other ideas? Let's see here. And because you're only 16 years old, I don't think that you can stay at a hotel. So, church. You could check into a church and find out. A church might allow you to stay there for the night. It's going to save you a potential car accident if you have to drive home. But reach out to a church and find out if they would let you sleep at the church. Okay, food ideas. I think I talked about inexpensive food ideas. You could do a pre-prom picnic instead of a pricey dinner. So you could surprise her with a sweet, like a picnic, a pre-prom. So like before you go to the prom, maybe at a nearby park or somewhere beautiful, you could even like do sandwiches and sparkling juice, and some fruit and some cookies. If you know what her favorite fruit is, bring that. Like if it's strawberries or raspberries or cherries, whatever that is, bring that, and some cookies. Like bring all of her extra favorite stuff. It doesn't have to be a lot, because I can almost guarantee she's going to be so nervous about the prom, maybe not, that she may not eat a whole lot. So, and again, even if well, I'm assuming you're going to stay overnight, but bring a toothbrush just to brush your teeth, even before you go to prom for the pictures. That actually, that may be kind of a fun little gift in the basket in a little pre-prom gift that you give her. You could do a toothbrush and like a travel toothpaste. I don't know. Kind of a cute idea. And okay, you could do a cute blanket. Bring a Bluetooth speaker so you can play like your guys' favorite music. And if you have that picture of the two of you in the picture frame that I talked about, going to like Goodwill or Walmart to get a picture frame, you could have that set up on the blanket, or have her wait at the car, give you like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to set up, and then say, okay, come join me when you're ready, or however you want to do it. I'm sure you can figure that out. You could have it all set up for her, maybe one of those battery operated candles, and have it on the picnic, or have it on the blanket with your picnic. That, if a guy would have done that for me in high school, I would have remembered it forever, because that is way more personal than going to some fancy dinner. Because I don't even remember where we went for dinner or what I had for dinner, but if a guy would have done a whole picnic for me, I would have felt so special. Okay, clothing. Borrow. Instead of purchasing a tux or renting a tux, borrow a tux, or even just wear what you have. Talk to her. Find out like how fancy, how formal does she want to be? How formal does she want you to be? You could wear a super nice dress shirt, and I've seen you have some nice dress shirts, and slacks from your closet. You could go to the Goodwill and buy a tie. It could be any tie. Like, you can't even tell, ties do not look, you can't tell a new tie from a used tie. You just can't. Put the tie around you. You could even go to the Goodwill and buy a blazer. That's one of those, well, I think you know what a blazer is, but it's like one of the suit coats. Seriously, $5 to $10. I bet you'll be able to find one. And it actually looks really good with jeans too. But if you want to wear slacks, definitely just find out, like, what does she want you to wear? What is she going to be wearing, and that sort of thing. But do groom well. You have an awesome haircut. You just had a haircut, and I actually think it looks really good on you. So awesome. Clean your shoes. You can just use soap and water and a toothbrush, or throw them in the dishwasher. Yeah, I know, but plan on some time for them to dry. But the best accessory out of all of this is confidence. Confidence will be your absolute best accessory. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to try and get through this real quick. Oh, another accessory that you could give to her or for you for prom kit survival kit is snacks and water. I think I said that. Emergency pack, like a lint roller, which you can get at the dollar store. Deodorant, breath mint, safety pins, Band-Aids. I doubt you'll need a Band-Aid, but okay. I'm going to read to you what I had written. So I just want to remind you, you're not just showing up for a prom, Warren. You are showing her that you truly care about her through your effort, your creativity, and your intentionality. She's going to see these things in it. And honestly, that's real love in action. Okay? All right, I'm going to end this with a Bible verse. Do everything in love. And I paraphrase that. 1 Corinthians 16, verse 14. And remember, Warren, you are strong. You are so kind, and you're a thoughtful young man. That is who you are. That's who I raised you to be. And just know that I am so proud of you for everything that you've gone through, and who you are, and who you're becoming. Have fun. Make some memories. And dance like I'm watching you. Be free. Have fun with your dancing. You're awesome. You're a great kid, Warren. This is a moment that you're going to remember for years. You truly will. So have fun, be respectful, and just be your amazing self. I truly am proud of you. So I'm going to close in a prayer. Father God, Lord, I thank you so much for gifting me with my children. I am so grateful that you chose me to be their mother. Lord, I thank you that you will make this time special. If it is his choice, if he decides he's going to go to prom, that you'll make this very, very special for him, that even through the working of the Holy Spirit, you'll give him wisdom and knowledge and discernment and how to make it special for both of them. Father, I thank you that you are going ahead of him, before him. You are opening every door that needs to be open. And Lord, I pray that over Clara right now, that you are also opening every single door in her life, no matter where she's at, if she's in the easy part of the swimming pool in the shallow end, or if she's in the deep end, struggling to stay afloat, or that you are with her, that you are making both of my children very, very aware that you have this all worked out as they continue to surrender their will to yours, that you will open every God-destined door for them in your perfect timing. I thank you in advance. Lord, thank you for showing them how much I love them and how much you love them most importantly. All of this, all the glory goes to you, Lord. In your heavenly name, amen. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.